Hey everyone, Andy here with Mossy Creek Fly Fishing. Today is Monday, April 11th, and it's finally starting to feel like spring and look like it may consistently feel like spring this week. We've got a wonderful looking week ahead of us. Temperatures for our highs are going to be approaching 70s and even some days getting up approaching the 80s, and our nights are going to be a little bit nicer in the upper 40s and 50s. So we've got great weather this week. Really, it looks like it's going to be one of the best weeks we've had yet this year for fishing. So definitely going to be a week to get out on the water. Up in our mountain streams, we've got great flows. The rain from last week has pushed through and kind of brought everything back, refreshed everything. And so we've got full water levels to start off this week, and we've got bugs hatching. So over in our Shenandoah National Park streams, we've seen March browns. Our quill gordons are kind of coming to an end, but March browns have started, so we've got some big bugs coming off. Our little yellow stones are starting too, so if you're fishing up there and you want to try to match a hatch, you know, March brown size 12 would be a great option, but really outside of that, fish your attractor patterns still. Fish yellow stimulator. Yellow is going to be a great color now moving through the rest of the year with the yellow stones. They'll kind of consistently come off through into early summer. So a great brook trout fly is a yellow stimulator, or you know, one of the other yellow attractor patterns like a humpy or something. Now, it'd be a good idea to fish a attractor nymph underneath of these, something like a hothead pheasant tail in pink or orange. One of our pink tag jigs, or a prince nymph, you know, just a multitude of options, but definitely a good week to get out into the mountains. Then when we come down and look at our spring creeks, Mossy has been in great shape. We had really good reports all week for streamer fishing last week. You know, the water was up and full and a little bit stained. This week we're going to have a little bit more clarity, so our nymph fishing is probably going to improve, and our potential for dry fly action is going to improve as well. Out there, we're going to be looking still for caddis, blue-winged olives. Not really quite there to any huge major hatches yet on Mossy, but there's absolutely potential for rising fish. So keep your eyes out, and if you work the creek and really watch for it, you can probably throw dry flies a couple days this week, especially on those nicer days. But we can always streamer fish out there. If the water's clear, size down, fish, you know, size 8 sculpin or crystal bugger. If the water's still up and a little bit dirty or a little bit stained, you can size up to some of those bigger flies. And Beaver Creek, we've had good reports, you know, same deal as Mossy really. They're kind of in the same shape, so all those same things are going to be true out there as well. And then our larger waters, or some of our stocked freestone streams, all have plenty of fish in them. You can get out and go to any of your favorite delayed harvest and find fish right now. They've all been stocked a few times now this year. And really we're going to be seeing those same bugs, your March browns and caddis and blue-winged olives and all that hatching on those streams. But again, fishing an attractor pattern on those stocked waters would probably be just as good, if not better, than some of your match the hatch stuff. And that kind of covers it for trout. As far as bass goes on the Shenandoah here, we're still a little bit high. Our flows are up around 1900 CFS, so a bit high to get out and fly fish at the moment, but that's going to be dropping throughout the week. And once we get back to fishable levels, we'll probably be pretty close to spawn, so we'll keep everybody updated on that and how the fishing's been. And hopefully that will continue to drop this week. We've got a little chance of rain on Thursday. It doesn't look like anything major right now. If anything, it might be nice to kind of give those trout streams another boost later in the week. Muskie fishing, we are putting on hold for right now. We'll get started with that again when we get to May and the muskie have finished up their spawn. So hope you guys get out and enjoy the week. Like I said, it looks great, so definitely going to be a week to be on the water as much as you can. Take advantage of it. And thank you guys. Hope everybody has a great Easter coming up, and we'll see you next week.